So during the time that my son Craig is here, he cooked us up from Adam's Deli, the famous Polish Adam's Deli. Cooked us up some really good pierogies. And because this is out of season and we're not doing shop work right now, I just decided to put in part 3 so people could see the whole thing. There's three parts of the MOTORCYCLEPEDIA trip. Every one of them's a little different. There's quite an eclectic collection of bikes there, and thank you, Dale, for the tour. And Dale is involved with that museum at some level, and I'm not sure exactly what, of course, but he's running for office as mayor here, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, there are some cute things. Now, there's things I never knew about old motorcycles. Some of these bikes really are a one of a kind. They have some of them, and he's told me this, that they're only one bike was ever made, and they have it. Or they're very rare, one or the other. And the collection of Indians is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in the world. So it's a really cool place. And it's a place, even this is really special, this completely carved out of wood. Now it just seems like it's getting colder by the day. And since Greg has been here, it's been really cold now. He's from Denver, and it's cold in Denver. I was in Denver when we went to see him. It was plenty cold. Anyway, today's another family day. We're going to share a few moments of what goes on in our family. And then I'm going to try to find the last part of the MOTORCYCLEPEDIA, part 3. That MOTORCYCLEPEDIA is just a wonderful place. Boy, if you have never been there, that is worth a trip. And the neat thing is you can ride up on your motorcycle, park in a parking lot, and check the whole thing out. And if Dale happens to be there, tell him I said hi. He does a great job. That place has really got some cool stuff. Now, we were hanging out last night and we were watching It's a Wonderful Life on TV. It was pretty cool. We had a great night. But I reminded Craig that the time that we dug the pond, and that was basically 25 years ago. And boy, we worked a lot of late nights digging that pond. And a funny thing about that pond, when we did it with a very casual thing. I was thinking, oh, that'd be neat to have a nice little pond, have a couple of goldfish. Well, like a lot of things in life, including my motorcycle collection, it took off, and over the years, it's become a permanent part of my life. And like the MT-09, it just gets better with age. We've always enjoyed going out in the evening, hanging out by our pond, having our morning coffee there. But the problem is, this time of year, it's a lot of maintenance. Now, when you're sitting out by the pond on a warm summer night and having a cup of coffee in the morning and looking at the fish and feeding them and everything, you don't realize how much fun it is when it's 28 degrees to be scooping out all the crap out of the pond. Now, when the gloves are hanging up by the heating vent, you know all the dirty work is done, and it's time for a cup of coffee. I was thinking I'd just have a cup of coffee, but it looks like you're in production. Hey, the pond is nice and clean now. It's funny, Craig just reminded me it was 25 years ago that we dug the pond. Wow, that's a lot of water over the bridge. I got to go to Bagel Store. They got me as a gopher today. Craig and I made a deal. He does dishes and I go get bagels. It's a pretty good deal for me too. I used to like when Craig lived here. He did a lot of the chores that I get stuck doing now. He used to clean the pond. He did the dishes. A good son for sure. And not many leaves left on the trees here, but hey, we had a great summer riding. We had a great fall. And we're going to do a lot of work when Craig's visit is over. We're going to rip that MT-09, get the wheels done, do some more paint testing. But now we got to get bagels. I'm a gopher. And these are the best bagels around by far. Now it's funny, I used to be the head of the family and now I'm the gopher of the family. They send me on these errands. Now it's funny, when anytime Craig is here, or even when he was younger, we always have this little competition. Who can make the strongest cup of coffee and who can drink the most coffee. But I think since he's been here, I think he's been winning. You're making me hungry already. How much bacon are we having for lunch? How much coffee did you drink since you've been here? 14,000 cups.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes good bacon too. It's what's good about having a chef in a family. Put the bacon in the oven. I trained you well during your apprenticeship. Now, the bagels were good, of course, but the big thing today, the pierogies. When Craig cooks pierogies, I don't know how to describe it. It's like when Luciano works on a motorcycle. It's just hard to describe. Karen's beloved doll collection. What could be better? And Karen does love to do her tablescapes. Any family gathering is an excuse to do a tablescape. We love it. Those pierogies not ready yet?
Nope.
Oh my
God.
God.
Get it in there when you're...
I think we just need more food. What do you think?
Oh, it looks so good. It looks amazing.
Oh my God. We need more food, more pepperoni.
When everything's on the table.
Everything going okay there, Craig?
Yeah, I think just a couple of minutes, if that's okay. You guys, is
Yeah.
it a rush?
Come on, get them in there, baby. You get those onions going.
Onions are already back going. Yeah.
Go get them, baby. Go get them. You're in Poland now.
Are we?
You are now. Oh, that bacon looks good, baby. Don't burn the bacon.
I gotta get...
Don't burn the bacon. Oh, we're going to be serving the food very soon. Time to serve the food. More bacon, more bacon. Get those baconators on the oven, baby. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Oh, wow. Get those pierogies, pierogiing.
Trying there.
Come on, baby.
Nah,
We're not paying you by the pierogi, you know. Anytime we have a family gathering, it's the normal thing is to make 4 times the normal amount, have leftovers for a week, but we love it that way. To be honest, I think this is a good way to live. And those bagels, oh my God, the Rutherford bagels, they're the best. And she had other things here I didn't even know what they were, but everything was. Oh, cooking, cooking, cooking. It never ends here in the Artnowski house. Every day is Halloween. Holy mackerel.
yeah. That's what I tell them.
You got them nice and brown there. Oh man, that's the way to do it. It has turned out to be a great pierogi festival.
Okay.
So is that okay, Miles?
I do like it.
Where's Grammy? Hey Grammy, you done well, baby. You done
Look
well.
at Grammy. Oh wait, look at Grammy.
Nobody's going home hungry today. You gonna go home hungry today?
Wait, look. Stop doing.
We should have a round of applause for the pierogi maker. Yay! Yay, pierogies!
Yeah.
And a round of applause for the lovely Mrs.
I
Artnowski.
can't even eat any of it, but I appreciate it.
And this is the third and final part of our trip to Motorcyclepedia. It's quite a place, believe me.
So that's a custom tag, I guess.
Look at this gas tank, wow. Steve, this is the guy that should have made your gas tank right here.
Well, these had bottom breathers, that was normal. They would breathe out of here and move the chain. Look at that. You gotta love the exposed valves, right? Just like clacking away.
Yeah.
You got to remember, this is when men rode motorcycles.
That's it.
And men were men and women were men.
There's a reason why they're all dead beside.
Now, this looks like one of my exhaust pipes on here.
We could do
That
that.
is no joke.
Look at exhaust valves. I love to look at old aircraft engines the same way. Everything's exposed and
Yeah. Oh, it's a show in itself. Just you know, watching those valves and
Sure.
Can we start it?
That'd be great.
We'll let Glenn kickstart it.
What's the oldest vehicle you have here that actually can be started?
it's downstairs.
Now, Mark, you and I could ride this.
Yeah.
You be the guy in a sidecar that falls off. Look at this. You're basically sitting on the engine.
Literally. Knees fitting a little
Yeah.
cups.
Oh, man. Look at how the frame comes apart.
You gotta be able to get the engine out.
Yeah.
Wow, look how beautifully clean it is.
Boy, that's whistle clean.
It's such a big job keeping.
Is this the brake back here? I don't want to touch it.
That's the brake.
Yeah, wow.
So the foot would clip into it.
Your knee is in there and your foot is pointing down.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Gladiator.
But we have such a big job.
Well-
Keeping the tires, going around and pumping them up. We have volunteers that come in. And they
See,
do
a little known fact, this is what my father was involved in, but they weren't this developed at that time.
using any kind of like solid stuff, like
That is cool as can be.
Yeah, but like every tire's different, right? The expense.
Talk about comfort. Could we ride this up to Perkins? Can you imagine riding this on the street? Street legal.
Get it off and then I can see it. It doesn't look, just appearance-wise.
I'll do the video. You ride it.
What is this here, to hang his jacket?
I'm looking at it on an engineering, but now wouldn't the oil kind of like, well, I guess there's no place to go back to. It's separate oil and tranny. It looks like it would start the oil from the tank.
Sure does.
We could put a front end like that on your Vision, Steve. Look real good.
Important to do that.
Wood around the 120 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
120? What's the drop? It isn't an old one, right? That's like a reproduction. It's just 1905.
Look at where the handlebars are. That's pretty cool.
Made a...
See where the speedometer is.
No, I believe it's a real bike, but they made a board tracker out of it, and
Something for the
which
kiddies.
is interesting. There are more board trackers today than there were back in the day.
When I first started riding when I was like 26, 27, and I had to learn how to modify my bike. And I had to do the brakes and the clutch, so I had to buy steel braided line. And the only place I went was Indian Larry's. And I only went there a couple of times, and it's very intimidating place. You walk in first, it's a warehouse place. There's a big python, and it's front lot.
Yeah, but this.
Didn't you build a frame out of drive chain?
Links. Yeah. Chain links. Yeah. Actually, these two are new additions to the music. Yeah, that's it.
And they said it couldn't be done, you're insane, and we did it.
Okay, so the engine is the sidecar and the guy sits in the pod. That's pretty unusual.
Harlan-Ness taxi.
You see the wheel on this? Look at the wheel. Harlan-Ness taxi. They have the handles airbrushed on. That's pretty cute.
It's an interesting twist.
There's a nice fuel tank.
The engine is the sidecar. It's unbelievable. Right?
Yeah, it really is.
All it takes is a welder and a dream.
What do you think outside the box?
Yeah.
Pretty unique.
At least, did you guys get like all of these mailbox and this? These had
He was a chopper. Right. They were all, his creations. A lot of choppers were his creations. So he had all these connections because he was making parts for people all over
these.
the place.
Okay.
And they had the money. They just
This is so California.
very
That is, here's a question for you, Mark. You're out riding in the rain and your hat gets wet. That's how you dry it off, right there. Good little rocker arms on this. Ooh, nice. That's a beautiful. That is a beautiful restoration. Look at the. You can see my hand here in the paint. Even. Wow.
That's all you need to know right there.
I like the roll cage. The tail of the dragon is the roll cage. It's pretty unique. And this one has. This is like the chariot here. Oh, chariot. There's a cruise night for you with a, what is that, a 50mm cannon on there? Yeah, you say I'm going too fast? Faster than a speeding bullet.
This is, yeah, if I were to choose between the two, this would be the one. There's no mouse trap. It's a mouse trap clutch, so I call it a mouse trap. Really cool bike.
It is nice.
Yeah, man. Love the old panhead. The only problem is, out in the desert, great, no problem. Try riding this hardtail around town here with no rear suspension.
In the winter when the potholes are at their best.
Not even a spring-loaded seat.
Not even a spring-loaded seat. No. But this is really nice. That's a nice seat, huh?
Mm.
I love
A lot of nice stuff here.
It's a beautiful bike. Really is. Love how thin it is.
Ghost Rider.
Come on, Bobby, look at
Yeah.
That's always cool.
If I could pull it up, there's a brand new commercial, biker commercial with Biker and Harley Davidson, Biker and Mercedes and Peter Fonda.
And it looks like a real Harley frame. Is it?
Oh, I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah, you can tell the serial number's been ground off.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Mark, you see the exhaust pipes on this? Look at
Yeah.
the pipes. That's cool.
I love it.
That's a cool exhaust system.
I love it.
You found it?
Well, that's the sign.
Yeah.
The thing is, he brought that sign.
Doesn't say on the
Oh,
other
they got
side.
Comstar wheels. Yeah, look at
Does it say
that.
on it? Yeah, here.
No, yeah, that's Comstar wheels.
It
I
says it
know.
right here, Honda Comstar.
But it's the exhaust that look cool on this.
Once and now I'm five.
No, the selection was Lime Rock, Laguna
The
City.
people that brought it in, they told us a few things about it, about questions they get.
But I went to Lime.
That is pretty cool.
It's even got the little spring under the seat.
What'd you say, it took him 1,500 hours
Yeah, it says 1,500 hours.
to make it
But he has
completed?
a few of them.
Again, it's like it's a real chain.
Are those metal?
Made out of
those
wood.
wooden dowels that hold it together?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Even the sprocket.
Yeah, the sprocket. I was looking at it close. I have carved a lot of wood, Dale. I know. This is.
That's years of work.
And the tire.
The tire's wood. Yeah.
The only thing that's not, well, is this is rope.
The rope, yeah.
But this is even wood. The actual tube.
Wow.
Now I'm assuming he had when he built. I can't read the sign. Print's too small. But He had a similar motorcycle to take measurements off.
Let me read it.
You couldn't just do this from memory.
After 1,500 hours, pine, oak, Brazilian cherry, applewood, and natural roping was crafted to replicate the awesome 1974 Harley shovelhead.
Crazy.
This mill tribute to the V-twin powered chopper exemplifies fine craftsmanship of wood and other natural materials. The drivetrain contains 400 pieces of wood, while the massive rear tire is constructed with over 425 pieces.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, look at it. Yeah, but just on the inside.
Oh yeah, it's all.
It's like when you make a salad bowl and put it on a lathe. It's a lot of work. Let's go. Oh.
This room is
Oh,
not
look at
owned by the
this.
music. This
Oh.
room is lent out to AMCA, Anti-Motorcycle Club.
Ah, really?
So these, we change this exhibit every 10 months or so, and these are Winner Circle AMCA judged bikes. So,
What does that mean? They've won contests or?
well, Winner Circle, you have to score 95 points or higher, and that's based on how good the restoration is or how original the bike is.
You had brought the tank to my house already.
Yeah, I
Is
have
this where the
the
key
frames.
goes? I guess here.
The frames are all apart. I primed all the frames. I've got,
You can have more fun with this in a.
I have the yellow. I'm going to paint it the yellow and silver.
This would fit right in the back of my minivan. You bring it up to Perkins and ride up and down the hill.
I don't want to touch it.
What's that?
I'm allowed.
Yeah.
When I was like 10 years old, my neighbor had 16 knives in this one here. It was the envy of the neighborhood. They can't just
The name of this bike is the Illuminator.
But you're right on the mark with the price, because I just watched the Las Vegas auction, and there were a few of them, and depending on condition, they were between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So I have 3 of these. I have 2 69s.
Who where the license plate is.
I have 2 on 70s. 69.
70 is the one that has sort of, it looks like a beam, right? This guy have a very rare bike. He has the cutaway.
Oh my.
Oh, that's very cool. You know, Dale, you got to keep this in mind. All of the guys that own this stuff are old. You should get a list of their inheritors. Yeah, we should start lining up. I mean, look at this.
Is that a rotary?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it's got the cutaway. Yeah.
Oh,
See
it's a
how-
Michael. Okay. It's a 2.
I don't know which way this spins. This way or that way. I guess maybe this
That's
way.
the way it looks like it anyway. Shows you what I know.
I got my finger caught in there.
We don't even know if we're in forward or reverse here. You know, this would be funny if you cut your other hand off. Look at that.
But this is how it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rotary, and each there's a cylinder and a cylinder, and as it would go, it would squeeze the
Yep.
fuel in, and then fire and squeeze the fuel the exhaust out.
Look at the size of the carburetor on this. It's got a carburetor like for a car in there.
Norton made them for I think 1 year or 2 years.
But didn't they? I think they were police bikes.
They were. Exactly. Yeah. And Suzuki had a Wankel, and Yamaha made a Wankel, and
Suzuki had one for 2 years, I think.
I don't think Kawasaki had one, but I know Yamaha had one also.
Yeah, and the problem was.
Now, as we finish up our tour, I want to thank Dale, of course. Dale gave us a great tour. And this is a wonderful, wonderful place if you have a day to spend, but you really can't see it all in a day. And before we sign off for this video, I want to thank Dale. Maybe get a picture of us all hanging in the parking lot, but we're going for some special food that's guaranteed to give you indigestion on the way home. Oh, they're nice. I heard them coming down the road.
It was quiet.
That is nice. He's got an issue with the side of the tire rubbing on the chain guard. I'm so critical, right? I'd steal this in a minute if I thought I could get away with it. Now see, if Luciano was a real man, he'd buy one. He'd stop being a baby. That's nice.
Oh my God!
What?
He doesn't have historic plates on it. Come on! No historic plates for you?
It's probably his daily driver, that's why.
You don't have to pay registration anymore.
Yeah, then they got restrictions.
If you got this bike, you don't care what the registration costs.
I got the can't take insurance on it.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Really? I've never seen one before. It's nice. Really nice shape.
Hey, I just finished putting it back together.
You did the whole restoration? Yeah. Really looks nice. Wow.
What does this do? What does that do? What does this do? Why is that like that? Oh my gosh.
It's because you're not a real biker. You're a tourist like I am.
Gas and go. That's me.
This is my new safety thing so I don't lose my glasses. You put them in with the key. Oh my God. Yeah, that is sweet. Now what is the handle for? To put it up on the kickstand?
Yeah, the center stand.
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool.
This is my customization. Although I'm gonna back it off one more, Wendy.
Back it off, and if it gets better, back it off another half turn each time. Yes, it tells you what gear you're in.
Yeah. Learn how to ride that thing. Yeah.
Back in the days when men were men.
Yes.
And women were men. And cows were men. Boy, if only I could go back to my childhood. Wow. That is really, that's really the first one I've seen ever.
I've seen them at like a...
Just cruising around. I mean, I see them at shows and everything.
At shows, right. Not...
And they're all dolled up. Nobody's really riding them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can say, I've seen them at shows, but not...
That is pretty. It was worth the ride up here just to see it. Wow. And of course have the ice cream.
Yeah.
But that went down good. I ought to get another one. So there you have it. There's the high point of our ride. And it does look like it's clouding up. Now that was a wonderful day that we spent, and with our late friend Bob NEVOLA. For the people on the A-Team, I'm sure that'll bring back tears in your eyes. Bob was one of the real original ones from the A-Team. We had adventures within adventures within adventures. That Motorcyclepedia, that day, I broke that thing into 3 parts. It was so much fun. And again and again, thank you, Dale. Anyway, I do try to post up a video every day, whether it's a pierogi party, but we always try to have something motorcycle related to share, whether it's working on bikes or our trips or our adventures or our nostalgic memories or the future of what we're going to do here with the MT-09. It's all going to be on the channel. And again, I do try to post something useful and interesting pretty much every day and hope you enjoy it. So if you enjoyed the video, I hope you share it with your friends. And of course, I hope, most of all, that we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks again for watching.